Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7 out today. Got some more summoning for you guys. That's right, today we're going to be jumping in to get Swift Flagbearer Sigret. That's right, a limited version of Sigret, by the way, that I think this one won an art competition that had happened earlier in the year, which is wonderful. But what that means for you is that you should probably try to get her. Limited units tend to be very good historically, and limited units are also, well, limited. So if you miss out on Swift Flagbearer Sigret right now, you won't be able to get her for almost another year. So do be careful. Hopefully you have enough bookmarks saved up, right? We knew this was coming couple months back, I think, when they teased her during the Epic 7 World Championships and all that stuff. So yeah, really exciting here. And keep in mind, there is a limited version of Bibulus that also won an art contest that's going to be coming out probably Valentine's Day of next year, so in like 3 months time, less than 3 months time. So do be sure you're saving up your bookmarks for all these limited summons here. You definitely don't want to miss out. And let's see what we got. Did we get her? No, it's an artifact. Please? Ooh, Etika Scepter's really good, but I really wanted a copy of her artifact, because her artifact, the Glorious Flag, by the way, is actually not bad, because you get evasion, and after an ally uses a basic skill, you get to increase combat readiness by 10%. This does not actually have a once per turn clause to it, so you can just keep pushing yourself up as long as your other teammates are using their skill 1s, right? Synergizes well with Sigrid's hit, but yeah, I think you can definitely use this on other units too, especially if you're running a lot of units that typically use a basic skill for most of their, time, right? Think about like Laia, ML Politis, those units that like dual attack as well. You're gonna get a lot of value out of this. You can dual attack, you get to push up your units. Some units gain combat readiness when they use a skill 1 anyway, so you can gain a ton of combat readiness and just kind of loop around your opponents, right? It's not bad at all. Think about using this with like on a unit on a team with Afternoon Soak Flan as well, right? If they use a basic skill and you dual attack with Afternoon Soak Flan, you're pushing up a ton of your units all at once, right? Afternoon Soak Flan gets pushed up, your Thief gets pushed up. It's all really, really nice. Now I hope I don't have to go to Pity here. Just gonna try to do a little skipperoo. We are 80 summons away. Alright, the good thing is I've been saving up a bunch of bookmarks. I've been getting these from refreshing the secret shop and trying to stock up on mystic medals. So I have been saving up covenants, so we should be okay. I mean, even if I do have to go to Pity, it won't be the end of the world, but I'd prefer to not have to, especially with the artifacts. I don't have enough powders of knowledge to grab the artifact from the store right now. So I'm hoping I get a copy of the artifact here, and if I do, then we're gonna be set. Oh, please. I prefer the artifact at this point, because we're just like 30 summons away from Sigret. Come on, artifact, please. Please? Oh, I think it's Sigret. Okay, so we're gonna have to go ahead and buy her artifact from the shop. I don't recommend you chase artifacts, by the way. Definitely don't go chasing artifacts with summons. There is no pity for them, so there's no guarantee that you'll get it. This is going to be a 4-star, unfortunately, and yeah, so we're probably going to have to grab her artifact through the powder shop here. Glorious Flag, I can see it being pretty decent, honestly, moving forward into the future. Alright guys, let's go ahead and take a look at my Swift Flagbearer Sigret build. We actually went ahead and plus 14'd my Sigret. I don't need the extra damage just to save the Molagoras there. Little frugal with them. But all you need is the 75% chance to inflict silence. It's very consistent, so I do recommend it. You can use friendship to get that last few molas that you need for this if you need to, but the silence is going to be great for pushing back your opponents. She also has this non-attack skill here for the 100% chance to inflict target that you can use 10 souls to ignore resistance with. It's also really good because it allows everyone to attack with a basic skill, and you push yourself up with 30% combat readiness. If you're using her own artifact, that's 60% combat readiness, 10% for every ally. That makes a basic attack here. The other thing is that her S3, it dispels 2 buffs from everybody, and has a 100% chance to inflict fear for 2 turns. She doesn't take an extra turn with this to go into your S2, but hopefully the fear you know, buys you enough time that she can lap your opponents, and then you can go for your S2 there, right? You do grant increased speed to everybody, so it should help you with lapping your opponents, and you also start with evasion for 2 turns, which helps you stay alive to see your next turn, right? So this is my current build that I'm going for her right here. Basically, I just took all of my fastest pieces of gear and slapped it onto her. So this is the stats that you see on the right side here. You got 20 speed, 26, 22, 24, 21, and a regular old boot. This is as fast as I can possibly make her, I believe. So yeah, this is what I'm currently running. Goblet of Oath is an artifact that I'm going to currently try. It does increase my effectiveness by almost another 30%, so it's basically bringing her up to like 200 effectiveness, which is kind of insane. So I don't even need soul burns in most cases. If I don't have the souls, I can feel comfortable just ripping an S2 and debuffing my opponents there, right? And after using a non-attack skill, I get to decrease skill cooldowns by 1 turn, and this can only be activated 3 times per battle. But Swift Flagbearer Sigret, guys, keep in mind that her skills, 2 of them are non-attack skills. So if I use my S3 and then use my S2, it'll decrease the cooldown of S3, and then by the time I get the S3 back, it should decrease the cooldown of S2 again, right? Or I can go for an S2, then S3, S3 decrease the cooldown of S2, and I can go for an S2 again. So we'll test different combinations and see if which one works the best, but it's off to the showcase, off to Arena. Okay guys, let's go ahead and jump into our first little showcase here. Very excited about this one because we have quite a disgusting meta defense. Every single meta defense team we're going to fight is going to be disgusting, actually. I take that back. But we have a Setsuka on the other side, very common unit to see right now. And our Sigrid here should be going first. Now, we won't really be able to soul burn. You can't soul burn Nuclear Res on S3. We should have enough effectiveness with 200 to fear everybody on my opponent's side, right? And hopefully that will strip the buffs off of my opponent. We are bringing in Archdemon. This is my current build that I'm rocking right now. The reason we're bringing in Archdemon is because her S1 seals. And when you S2 with your Swift Flagbearer Sigret, you will be able to proc everyone's S1 attack, or her basic skill. Archdemon, when she attacks with her basic skill, is hopefully going to seal, so if we can seal the Setsuka, that means everybody that attacks afterwards is going to be able to actually deal some damage. We're going to bring in Spirit Eye Celine as my primary damage dealer, mostly because she's on Summer Photogenic, and that's just a really good artifact to use into Lady of the Scales, because we ignore damage share, right? And the last but not least, we're going to bring in our Empyrean Ilinov. She's going to be really good because she has barriers for the team. She has a bit of damage. Her S1 has some injury and heals herself, right, which is good. And she's on Protection Set, which is going to help our Spirit Eye Celine out quite a bit. Just help keep everybody alive, right? You don't need to have like 3 DPSs to go in with a Swift Flagbearer Sigret. You just need to have enough DPS to take down your opponent's biggest threats, okay? So what we can do right now is actually we could just go for a skill 2 into the Setsuka and see if we can take her out from here. I'm not sure if we actually can. We can also go for the Frieren. It really depends. I'm going to go for the Setsuka right now. So we're going to target and debuff her, right? And there you go. Look at this, guys. Spirit Eye Celine going in with the skill 1. There's the Empyrean Ilinov's attack. There is the Archdemon with the seal. And look at that. The target debuff, by the way, also makes it so that we basically hit the opponent 100% of the time, which is amazing. Right, because target now decreases evasion by 50%, and Setsuka with her artifact is 50% evasion. Now what we can do here is soul burn into this Frieren. We're going to seal her. There you go, finished her off easy peasy with an ignore damage share on the Spirit Eye Celine. And guys, look at all that damage coming in. Yolha is pretty low too, but all good, right? They can't really do anything at this point to kill us here, because Spirit Eye Celine, 1, we can easily come in and finish off the Setsuka, so she can't strip our buffs later. So get rid of her there. Beautiful. And then with the extra turn, let's put up Immortality. And look at that, guys. Such an easy answer to this disgusting team. This Yolha's there, right? She can S3. Doesn't even matter. In fact, I don't even think I needed Empyrean Ilinov in this fight here, because she hasn't even taken a turn. She hasn't done anything, right? And look at this. We can just go for a skill 3. And yeah, look at that. We're looking good. Although I will say, I noticed that the Goblet of Oath, if you S2, and then S3, I don't think you get the most value there from your decreased cooldowns, right? So I think the best value would be S3, then S2, then S3 again. I mean, you're not going to be able to do it. Actually, would you be able to? I think so. You can maybe S3, then S2. I'm going to have to check the calculations on that for the cooldowns. But hey, maybe we'll open up the next match with an S3 and see. Alright, let's go for the hit onto the Lady of the Scales. No reason to hit the Yoha. She is immortal. But yeah, Swift Flagbearer Sigret, guys, the target debuff after its buff is actually amazing. There's so many rangers out there that have access to Song of the Stars, and that could be potentially a really useful artifact to be, really useful artifact to be using on some rangers in the future. Okay, so here's the other thing. Because he has immortality, we can just ignore res and strip it like this, and then cause all of my units to just attack. She has so much stripping capabilities, it's actually kind of wild. Her S2 is a full buff strip, her S3 strips 2 buffs from the opponent, right? And that's really, really consistent. Okay guys, for our second match here, we're going to jump in with Archdemon once again, because, I mean, why not seal the Freerin and the Setsuka? It's just really annoying because Freerin is there, and we need a way to kind of out her. Sigrid has nothing in her kit that can prevent this Freerin from really doing her stuff, unless you're running an artifact that lets you take away souls from your opponent, which does exist. I think Sword of Winter Shadow exists, the Ron's artifact that allows you to do that, but it's not a 100% chance unless it's at plus 30. But anyway, we have a Bystander Hua Young that we're going to bring in here. She's on Sigurd's Scythe, my typical Bystander Hua Young. You've been seeing me use, and RTA has been carrying me through the last season, helped me get to Warlord there as well. She's going to be here because she ignores Damage Share just already in her kit, so we should be able to take out like Genesis Ra's and stuff relatively easily. And we also have Argent Waves Hua Young, double Hua Young match here. I'm going to bring her on Summer Photogenic, just swap the artifact over to her, and this not only increases her damage, but also, again, ignores damage sharing effects, so we can bypass Lady of the Scales, right? We're on double Torrent and Penetration set, and hopefully this is going to be enough damage for us to kind of wreak havoc here. Yeah, let's go for it and see what happens. The Sigret we're, again, going to be using here for her Fear, turn 1. Let's see if that actually works in this case. I know the Genesis Ra is going to be unaffected, but he's so slow that I'm honestly not worried at all. Let's go ahead and pop the S3, see if we can fear this Lady of the Scales. Again, 200 effectiveness Sigret, basically, right? Let's see if we got this. We only get it on the Lady of the Scales, which is hilarious, but actually, Argent Waves Hua Young finishes her off. That's amazing. It's actually all we really needed here. Do we care about the Setsuka right now? I don't think so. Let's take care of the Freerin. Let's go ahead and just do this. Oh, beautiful stuff right there. Good job, Argent Waves Hua Young. And now, when Hua Young goes, we actually get to push up the Archdemon. I guess we can do that. We can push up the Archdemon here, and then Archdemon can go. This is right. Sigrid not even gonna get a chance to shine here. Oh, maybe she will. There's the counter. Sigrid will get a chance to shine when. Okay, I think we only need 10 souls, right? Okay, so we'll do this. Sigrid will get a chance to shine once we get this Ra's down and he gets his immortality procced. Yeah. So. Ooh, do I go for this? I think we do this just to get him to proc his skills, right? Yeah, there's no reason to soul burn it because he's immune to the target debuff, but this will allow us to, yeah, there you go, proc the immortality. Wonderful stuff. I don't think he can actually finish us off with his skill 3 here. Sigrid might go down, but that is perfectly fine. Alright, let's hope that he doesn't. He's gonna take out the Argent Waves Hua Young. Hopefully Sigrid survives. 29k HP Genesis Ra's, let's see. Oh, yeah, Sigrid does survive here. And I'm just gonna go for a skill 1. So, there we go. Alright, and when he revives, do we have a skill 3? We do. So, I think this is the optimal choice. With Goblet of Oath, you're going to want a skill 3 first, then you skill 2, right? Look, your skill 3 is already off cooldown, so you get to skill 3, and the next turn you get to skill 2 again. I think Goblet of Oath is probably going to be the best thing here for us if we're doing that specific turn order. It was just quite a shame that we didn't fear the... let's just do this anyway. It was just a shame that we couldn't fear the, what is it called? The Freerin and the Setsuka, so it kind of forced us to go down this route here. but it's fine. I think we're still managing in the end. Alright, the extra damage is kind of nice with the target debuff, and again, the fear for the extra control is just amazing too. And with just a single unit, like a single support unit like Archdemon, look at this. We have the speed buff, we're lapping our opponents, we're pushing them back. This is just like not Sinful Angelica, Angel of Light Angelica, right? If they have the silence on them, look, you can just keep pushing. Literally, this Roz will never get a turn. Look how fast the Sigret is. Look at the dual attacks. He is never gonna get, this is disgusting, right? We are so fast and consistent, we don't even need to skill 3. Look, just skill 1, push him back. Look at that. It's insane. We're just gonna keep dual attacking and pushing him back. He's never gonna take a turn. Oh my god, that is absolutely beautiful here. Yeah, let's just finish things off with another skill 2. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be caught with a Swift Flagbearer Sigret and a dual attacking unit against your last standing unit, that's for sure. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at our third team. What we're gonna do is fight this disgusting potential full counter team here, besides Lady of the Scales. Bystander Hwayoung's typically on counter set, Setsuka can counter if she dodges, right? Or the teammates dodge, and then BBK, if it's a slow BBK, it's probably on resistance and counter set, so we'll see. But we're gonna bring in our Lone Wolf Peyra. She's gonna be slower than our Sigret, but for good reason. I don't want Peyra to go and then Lady of the Scales to cut. I really want Sigrid to land Fear on Lady of the Scales first, and then we can push up the team and such. I know it's a gamble. If Lady of the Scales cleanses herself, we could be in big trouble, but Peyra should be able to help push up our team a little bit as well to try to keep pace with Lady of the Scales' push for everybody. We're going to bring in Tori. We're just passing around Summer Photogenic at this point to every single thief. Unfortunately, I would love to showcase like stuff like Zahak here against Setsuka, but Lady of the Scales basically forces you to run Summer Photogenic or some sort of unit that ignores damage share, and it's just dumb. But we're definitely going to try to showcase Sigret in our TA as well, so if you don't want to miss out on that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, right, and leave a like down below if you've been enjoying this showcase so far. Last unit is going to be Mort. He's just there to prevent counters from the opponent's side. You could run Astromancer Elena, but Mort is tanky enough that he could be used as an anchor for the team, which is kind of cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at everyone so slow there, but this is good for Sigrid. We're gonna S3. We're gonna try to inflict fear for 2 turns onto everybody. Let's hope that it lands on everyone besides, well, Bystander Hwayoung, because she is not affected by debuffs. And we don't land it on the Lady of the Scales, guys. That is a huge problem for us, because he will be able to push his team up here, but we're going to do our best to push up the Tori and try to get her going before my opponent can do anything here. Alright, there we go. Nice little hit there from the Mort. Good little push up from the Peyra. I think we're still good. Setsuka still can't go yet, I think. He's going to push up everybody. That's unfortunate. Ooh, I want an attack buff. So what I'm going to do is go for a Soulburn here onto the Bystander Hwayoung. Right, I'm gonna hope that we don't miss here. Please don't miss. Okay, there we go. We didn't miss. We finished her off. That was lucky. And then we'll go for a skill 3. Now, even if we did miss, the Setsuka wouldn't counter. It's just that we wouldn't be able to kill the Bystander Hwayoung, which would have been a bit of an issue, right? So we're gonna skill 3. We get another fear, but of course, as it is, my opponent snaps out of it immediately. So we're gonna have to find a different way to play around this. I could go for Sigrid into this into the Setsuka, get that target debuff and stuff on her so that we don't miss. I think that's probably the way to go, because Tori will also dual attack here, right? So let's go for this. The target debuff, Tori goes, oh, that's a lot of damage, wonderful stuff. Unfortunately, ooh, hey, fortunately, Peyra actually does snap out of it there. Beautiful. Lady of the Scales gonna go. Oh my gosh, you know we have 70% evasion, by the way, right? But she's hitting us twice in a row now. Okay, Setsuka's gonna go. She's gonna blind. That's okay, because Sigrid has already cycled around, so we can use a skill 3. If I can fear again / dispel this immortality on BBK, this would be kind of nice. Even though BBK is already gonna go but there you go. Pushed her back, and we'll just go for a hit onto the BBK here. Setsuka can't counter. She's feared anyway. There you go. Second immortality. She is gonna... Oh, she snaps out of fear. Guys, fear sucks. I'm telling you. Our Sigrid goes down, unfortunately. Mort comes back with a holy sacrifice. Yeah, fear is... There's a reason they gave her fear, right? There's a reason they gave Sigrid fear, not like a stun or a sleep. Because that would have been too consistent and a little bit too strong, I'd say. Right now, though, you can see the the unfortunate... how do I put it? The unfortunate circumstances that surround fear, and that it's an RNG skill. Yeah. So, finally, Lady of the Scales getting kind of blocked there from a turn. But unfortunately for me, fear has never really worked out well, as you saw. We had our opponents just kind of, you know, screw us over by snapping out of fear so often. BBK as well. Should not have snapped out of fear, right? 40% chance is a pretty high chance, but I know whenever I'm inflicted with fear, I tend to just lose the turns. So let's go for this right here. Let's see if Tori... There's no reason for me to skill 3 right now. I'm just going to go for a skill 1 here. Let's get rid of the Lady of the Scales. She's a bit problematic. Please don't kill. Oh, good, it did not kill. Okay, so we get to go for this. Boom, and there you guys have it. So Sigrid did quite a bit there in terms of trying to lock down the opponent, but this is a really good example of her shortcomings in that, yeah, she's very RNG when it comes to actually controlling. Now, there are certain circumstances where bringing a bunch of DPS units is quite a viable option, right? And look at this on my opponent's side. There is no Lady of the Scales in sight, a really rare occurrence. We're going to bring in a Briar Witch Iseria because 3 out of the 4 units on my opponent's side have Revive in their kit or in their abilities, right? So we have Renewed Will on our Briar Witch to help push up our team, increase the attack of everyone as well, and she's also really useful because her skill 1 has a defense break, which synergizes really well with Sigrid forcing everyone to skill 1 into the opponent. But we also have a S3 that also has defense break, and so we're going to get a lot of value from her setting up for kills for the rest of our team. I'm going to bring in 2 HP scaling bruisers, actually. We're going to bring in 8-Block Robbie, just as a failsafe. She has a Revive in her kit. She also has Defense Penetration Resistance to help against this Genesis Roz, which is amazing. And why not bring Bystander Hua-Young along for another ride? Because my opponent has 4 light units, and Bystander Hua-Young kind of decimates light units, right? So let's jump into it and see if we can manage. So Sigrid opening here, we can just go for skill 3. Again, we have so much effectiveness. I don't even care there's a Bellion on the other side that we can't soul burn. So let's see how much fear we can inflict. Oh, there you go, on everyone except the Genesis Roz. Beautiful stuff. Let's go for a skill 3 here. So the good thing about fear, unlike sleep, is that you can hit your opponents and they won't like snap out of it or wake up from it. There you go, got defense break on 1. So I could rip a skill 3 here. However, I think we'll just hold... Ooh, do we want to hold on to it? We don't need to. I could just skill... nah. Let's just go for it. Let's play a safe here. Yeah, there you go. We didn't need to. Go for a skill 1 there. I can just go for a skill 3 here, actually. Stop the Genesis Roz from going. Do we go for the Ruel or the Maid? Bellion's so low that we don't really need to worry here. Let us go for... I think Ruel is a bit more annoying, so let's go for the Ruel. She resisted the target debuff somehow, but look at this. Look at this, guys. With just full DPS teams, what are they gonna do? They can't survive, right? Okay, and then look at that. Briar Witch finishing that off here. We could go for another skill 3, just put another speed buff onto everybody, and we can also inflict another round of fear, just in case the Maid stays in fear here, right? So we'll just do this. Boom, there you go, another layer of fear. Why not just rip the S3 at this point? See how much damage we do with a 31k HP Ravi. Oh, okay, almost 12k damage, not bad. And again, look at this. We can go for another skill 2, forcing everyone else to go for another dual attack. This shows like the optimal usage of Sigrid, right? S3 into fear, S2 into dual attacks, S3 into fear again, S2 into another round of dual attacks. That is disgusting. Okay guys, for this round, we're going to do something a bit more interesting here. We're going to bring in 2 immortality units, and I'll explain why. Unfortunately, I can't bring Zahak here because, well, Boss Arunka prevents us from hitting the Setsuka there. It's okay though. We're going to bring in Amiki because Rinok on the other side is going to target an ice unit, and our Amiki is going to take the brunt of all the hits. We do have Eubrius' Tooth, we are on counter set, so we should maybe hopefully be able to deal some good damage in return. Now, the other good thing about Amiki is that we will be able to penetrate defense of our opponent's, what was it, Boss Arunka, right? And then deal a ton of fixed damage to everyone there, which is really good against Setsuka and her evasion. We won't be able to target Setsuka because of the Boss Arunka here. We'll try to target the Boss Arunka first, you know, burst her down, and the second target we get with the S2 being reset so quickly, it will be into the Setsuka. What we're bringing here is Genoa, though. Genoa and Wind Rider is going to be super good penetrating defense against our opponent, especially with ML Politis kind of setting us up here. Attack imprint, potentially stealth for the team, right? We have a 160 something effectiveness. Now, she is slow. My Sea Phantom Politis is slow. She's not a really fast one, but we don't need to be super fast because Rinok's going first and then Sigrid's going to go after, and I think we should be okay. We're faster than Ruel and all that good stuff, right? So we'll see how this plays out here. Hopefully by the time we loop around, our Sigrid will have her, oh, we're faster than Rinok. Okay. It's probably a 300 speed Rinok here, so let's just go for a skill 3. Hopefully we can fear everyone on the other side. 200 effectiveness, by the way. Oh, there you go, guys. Beautiful right there. And the increased speed buff with ML Politis giving her rage buff, that increases our speed even more here. Look at this, pushing everybody back. Genoa going to be able to take this turn. Let's see if we can burst down this. Oh, we missed. Come on, please burst down here. Come on now. There you go. Easy peasy, guys. They're paralyzed. They lost that first turn. Let's go for Sigrid going for the S2. Got the target. Everyone's going to attack here, which is wonderful. ML Politis goes. Genoa goes. Beautiful stuff there. Okay, and now we get some more dual attacks here. I could go into Ruel. The problem with going to Ruel is that she's going to revive with this, and I really don't want that right now. So we're going to attack the Setsuka here, see if Genoa can deal some good damage. Amiki gets to go. Let's see if we can deal some damage here. I was thinking the Rinok would go first, that's why I even brought Amiki. But here, look at this. They have the Fear, okay? We're going to apply another round of Fear, again. So Sigrid's one of those units you kind of can't let take a turn. Look at the speed down from the ML Politis. We're lapping. This Rinok hasn't even taken a turn and she's 300 speed, right? It's the speed buff for us and the rage buff as well. It's all stacking together really nicely. Now Setsuka's pretty slow. We're going to go ahead and finish off the Rinok first. Genoa gets the Wind Rider buff, and now we'll go for the Setsuka here. There you go. Extra attack into the Ruel if she comes back. Or sorry, if she revives here and she revives somebody else, perfectly fine, because what's going to happen is Sigrid here, look at this, we've already lapped around, right, and she's going to bring back, she's going to bring back the Rinok, but look at this, we're just going to ignore res, strip that, target, and then everyone attacks into this Rinok. Like, how... How do you fight this? Now we can go silenced, right? Look at that, easy peasy, guys. So dispel the invincibility. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you doing to this? You don't do anything, that's what. We have an attack buff already, so let's just go for a skill 3. We don't have a rage buff. And there you go. Wow, such a clean round, guys. Sigrid basically single-handedly controlled the other team to the point where they can't do anything. Again, this is why Fear is an RNG debuff. Alright guys, so let's go in for one last showcase here against another Lady of the Scales team because, well, they're so abundant and plentiful. Let's go ahead and show off the Spirit Eye once again. Some are photogenic. Again, ignoring the damage sharing effects is the main way we're going to deal with this team, right? I'm assuming Genesis Roz is going to be in the front line here, so we do have to kind of watch out for that. But again, Sigrid has ways to strip that immortality, so we'll hopefully be able to get around it. New Moon Luna is going to be here to seal everything everyone on the opponent's side. It's hopefully gonna be useful, especially given that Setsuka's gonna be really annoying there. And last but not least, we have Bystander Hua Young, because this Genesis Raz is gonna be an absolute menace, right? The Nurse Yoha's there too to potentially buff him up, and we really don't want that. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. The goal with this right now is to make sure that we can take down Raz as soon as possible, and part of that is well, controlling the opponent's team. So let's go ahead and skill 3, do our best here to stop them from moving with fear. If this doesn't work, then we cry. There we go. Hey, it's the only unit we actually need to fear here. Unfortunately, everyone else resisted somehow, so kind of unfortunate. But if I seal here, sorry, not seal, but put the unbuffable up here, I think that could be... Ooh, do I though? New Moon Luna should have enough, right? I'm gonna take the risk. We're just gonna skill 3, because if I get to seal the Setsuka, that's all I really need. Because then the Spirit Eye Celine can... Oh, we don't seal the Setsuka. Okay, that's unfortunate. We have the speed buff, which means we can come in here, and I'm gonna take care of the Nurse Yoha first, right? First soul burn is free. There you go, beautiful stuff. And I can come in here with another soul burn into the Lady of the Scales. There we go, try to get rid of her if I can. We don't, she's on Idol's Cheer, so I'm gonna have to pop the skill 3 now. It's a little bit sad, but it's okay. Hopefully Lady of the Scales doesn't snap. Ah, she snaps out of fear. Luckily, we're all immortal, besides Bystander Hua Young. Okay, well, never mind. Setsuka's gonna strip. Genesis Ra's gonna come attack. Okay. He's gonna go into Bystander Hua Young, so Spirit Eye Celine will at the very least survive this attack here. New Moon Luna actually still has her immortality too, so that's good. Sigrid might die. We lost our evasion. Oh, no, she's still tanky enough that she survived. That is wonderful. Good. Bystander Hua Young actually survived too. Oh, I am surprised. Okay then. Please hit the Lady of the Scales. Beautiful. Thank you, Bystander Hua Young. Never let me down before. We're gonna go into this, the Setsuka here. Just because if I hit Genesis Raz and I miss, she's gonna counter, right? Okay, so at this point, we're gonna soul burn into the Setsuka. We're gonna target debuff her. I know we're all blind, so there's a 50% chance of missing anyway, but at least the target debuff's gonna help deal extra damage. Oh, beautiful, Bystander Hua Young. Good job, New Moon Luna as well. Okay, and so at this point, I might as well just go for a skill 3 here. Genesis Raz has already popped off all his skills and stuff, so we're good. Yeah, the bulk of my Sigrid has seemed to survive Genesis Raz's, right? I think we've been hit by 2 of them so far in this video, and neither of them were able to kill, so that's actually really good sign. The amount of bulk that we have here. You don't need damage on Sigrid, you just need bulk and effectiveness. Down goes Sigrid there, unfortunately, but it's okay, right? The Beguile got us. And, or was that, no, that's not the arena. This is the arena zap that we're about to get here. There you go. And yeah, with my opponent down here, the Ra's going away. I probably could have soul burned that actually to just revive, but it's all good. We'll go for the skill 1. We'll go for the, let's go for the skill 1. I just want my Spirit Eye Celine to come back here. Ooh, going to the Hua Young. Okay. I just want to bring back... Oh, don't kill. I want to bring back the Sigrid. I want to bring back the Sigrid. Let's go for a skill 3, right? I want to be able to bring her back, see if... Oh, but she might be too far back to take a turn. She might be too far back here. Let's see where she is. Let's revive her. I could probably check the combat readiness bar, but let's go for it. But yeah, guys, final thoughts on Sigrid. She is really good, but be very careful. You want to take first turn with her, and even then it's kind of a gamble. You can minimize the risk by just going for a skill 2 immediately, and then bursting down whoever you want at the start of the match. Just be careful, because then it throws off your Goblet of the Oath, like cooldown resetting stuff, right? Then you're gonna have an awkward like S2 into an S3 into an S2 instead of an S3, S2, S3, S2 combo, right? But yeah, Sigrid is looking really nice. Hopefully you guys have some good luck with pulling her, and let me know how you guys been using her. What pairings for units and team compositions have you guys come up with? Let me know in the comment section down below. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.